Hello, ladies and gentlemen and people of YouTube. This is number 3 on the Megazord playlist. Also the third video for the complete Megazord thing. Just a heads up. As I mentioned in the unboxing video, I've had complaints about the quality of this. Now, I've already put this together. I did a test run, and the complaints still apply. Because this is... the quality on this is actually way below the original Zords. I mean, I've seen cheap knockoff Zords that have actually got better quality than this, and this is a shame considering how much money I paid for this. So, first problem is the head on the pterodactyl. It is so loose, and I've got no way. I've actually got no way of sorry, not caught the camera. I've got no way to sort it out. It's not like you can fix it. Hang on, let me just check. I have no way to fix it, and yeah, it's a pain because look, it is here. I'll put it here. Look, it is literally so loose that it's ridiculous. I mean, the only way that, I mean, look at that. It is very, very weak. And oh my god, the trouble I had swapping the hands around was a little bit. I actually had to scrape a whole ton of stuff out of here for over 100 quid. This is not worth it. And this is supposed to be, a gift to myself for my birthday. And I figured, it's a, good quality lightning gear. No, Hasbro has seriously let it down. And the amount of trouble I've had getting this thing together, disassembling it, oh my god. That is a challenge. In fact, I thought I was going to break it. Because it is so tight at the ends there. It's ridiculous. Now, the Zords do need prep work. Now, the easiest prep work one to do the prep work is the pterodactyl, so we do him first. Now, this in the instructions is it in its landing form or its stand, if you just want to put display like that. And yes, they are the Mastodon guns. Now, the first form I will put this in is actually the battle tank mode. So I actually can't. That's it. That's prepped. That's all you need to do. So put that to one side. These are the blasters and all that go with it, and they are quite nice. The weapons on the power sword, the detail on that, perfect. These, absolutely brilliant. It's the rest of it that's the pain in the ass, and it's not very good. I'm very, very disappointed. Now, the power sword is brilliant. Now, something about the other hands. These hands are meant for you to, the Megazord falling down, it has its hands open to come from it. And I've put a post up of me doing press-ups with the Megazord doing that, and they're not bad. But here's the thing. You can't transform the Mastodon with these hands. They just won't work. So, and truthfully, I don't think I'll swap the hands because they were so difficult, and I'll show you later on in the video. So, we'll take the hands, put them to one side. The second easiest, well, actually, the easiest, because even the pterodactyl isn't as easier. Is this? Basically, you do this, You take this, and when it's in combat mode, it's like that. You take that, fold it down, and that's it, it's done. And unlike earlier, I am mistaken, you can open the mouth on the Triceratops. So, a goof on that video. Yeah. And yes, the head can move up and side to side. It can move up and down a bit, but that's mostly for transformation in the Megazord. So we'll put the F leg. Second one, almost as easy, is the Saber-tooth tiger. Its mouth can open. I do have a problem with that one of the tusks is slightly out of shape. Now, for this to be transformed, there it is in combat mode. Now, you close that down. You take these legs and you fold them in. Now, there's something else on this. The joints on this thing are ridiculously stiff. And here we go. As you can tell, they are not level. And I can't seem to... I've tried straightening them out, but it doesn't seem to work. Oh, I've done it. Right. You take this, put this up here, and then you take these, fold them down into the leg department. Now, when it goes into the... Oh, let me just readjust this. When it's... Because I'm putting it in tank mode. When it goes to tank mode, it's basically this. And there it is, in there. Now, the second to last one, second to one of the easiest. Now, there's something else. There are two pieces. It does have parts you take off, which are here. And, there, dropped it. As you've noticed, they're very difficult. Now, in either form, this does absolutely nothing. You do not put them anywhere. I do not see where you'd put them. That I've seen. So, and the instructions are absolutely rubbish. So, I don't know what's going on with this, but Hasbro have really let a lot of people down. Okay, you do that. You then take these. Oh, sorry, my mistake. I am doing it wrong. You then take the head off. Now this, most people think, oh no, it's parts forming. No. That's a Transformer thing, but yeah. This, you then turn that round. And then you turn it. You do it like that. Now, that bit is important. It's also a pain in the ass to get done, because that's the bit that keeps the Mastodon head attached to the Tyrannosaurus in battle mode. Now, you then take this, split it open, you then straighten these out. And as you've noticed, you take this, fold them up. You then fold them out like that. Open those a bit, because they'll help you. And that's it. Now these feet here, I found out if you... Oh, Lord. Like I said, this is incredibly tight. Oh, bloody hell. Oh my God. Okay. See these slits here? this is where the pterodactyl fits in. So it's on the back. Not very well either. Now, here comes the pain in the ass one. Because incredibly stiff. Here, the joints are ridiculously stiff. And it is ridiculous. Now, as I mentioned in the other video, this... Now, if you wonder what that is, there was an extra piece of plastic, and I've actually removed that. Because it's easy. Now, when it comes in the box, it was like that. I didn't realise that you had to pull it out and turn it around to make it work. It doesn't say so in the instructions. Now, here we go. First of all, you then take this. I'll do it in this one. Pull this out. You then, oh God, pull this around because it is so ridiculous. Tight. Now, here's the thing. You then take this, push it up. There's the connection in here, and oh dear, it's incredibly strong. So, excuse me a minute. I get a penknife to basically get in here, and you literally, it is ridiculously tight. Yeah, so I do that, and once it gets moving, it's quite easily. It is absolute sodden ridiculous. For 100 quid, this is not worth it. For anyone out there who's thinking of buying the Lightning Collection, don't. Just don't. Go third party. I am telling you, go third party. Because this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, you don't fold that in like that. You move this around a bit more. And basically, you pull that up. Like that. You then move the leg out like that. You take the tail. You pull that back. You then, and it doesn't tell you in the instructions, oops, you slide this leg slight until far it goes. That's why these fold out. And it's basically the same for the other leg. Right, so here we go. You open that. You push all this all the way up. Take this. Yeah, the right leg on this one is incredibly, it's worse. So bad. Now, fortunately for me, this bit is actually quite loose. It's actually more maneuverable. But basically, you fold this in here, and it, you know, and it folds in there, and basically that is how you get it in as the prep work. Now, pull this out. Now, I have trouble with this because it's not that well balanced. Now, these fold in. So let's do traditional. We'll go left leg first. As you can tell, there's the connection point in there. That goes in there. And this is ridiculously tight. In fact, that's not even properly. Oh, God. When I was pulling it apart, it didn't go properly back into place. Oh, and I've just noticed that. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. You know what, fine, sod it. I'm not mucking about. Like I said, this thing is a pain in the ass. You put this in here. You put it in. Now, here's the thing. Oh, that is incredible. That wasn't too bad. It's actually come loosened a bit. I think because it was first in, it was very, very tight. Okay, so it's loosened up slightly. So I'll put that back in. It pops in. Take this one. And twist. There we go. And there you have its legs done. And there it is, partially in battle mode. Now, you take Mammoth, you pull this. Now, I find out if you lift that up, it's easier to do. Now, this is a very difficult piece of it, because this thing is loose as hell. It's not very good, it's not very tight. And I am understanding... Okay, it's now in place. I hope the hell it is. Yeah, there we go. Right, now, here you go. You take the connection points and points here. These are actually quite good. They're not too tight. They're not too loose. You put that in there. Correction. If you make sure it's the right way around first. That was right. Okay, that pops in, and if I turn this around, this goes in here. That's that secured. Now, as you can tell, you then, hang on, I'll leave those until second. So, right, now here is, it's actually level. Well, I'll be. When I did this earlier, this thing was literally wobbling all over the place. Apparently, it's now very tight. Okay, it's level. Good lord. Okay, we'll turn this around. We then take the pink pterodactyl. Now, see those two slots there? Here's the thing, you've got to get these things about level. They go into these itty bitty hooks here to try and keep it in place. Now, as you've noticed, the tail bit is as loose as the neck on this thing, but it does work eventually. So, there we go. And, well, unlike another TV channel called Ngo 316, where nothing goes right while you've got the camera on, for me, the camera's working. Now, I am very shocked here. Right. Now, as I said, these two spare bits, I just wanted to check something, it doesn't show you. There's nothing you can do. There's just no place to put them. Either in Megazord mode or tank mode. So, there he is. That's nearly him. Megazord in tank mode. Put these in. And there you have One there, and there you have Megazord in tank mode. Very rarely used in the original series. Now, yeah, I have just noticed that. The pterodactyl is lopsided. And, yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. That is lopsided. Okay, like I said, here it is. And it is a pain in the ass to do because of the connections. They are so tight. Maybe if I play with it a bit longer, they loosen up. But as you can tell, you really don't get a lot with the Megazord in battle mode. And as you've noticed, the pterodactyl is slightly lopsided. I'm going to try and do something about that. Let's come back here. And, yeah, it's actually... there we are. Whoa. Yeah, as you've noticed, it's... Oh, balls. Okay. It's actually the connection points themselves that are lopsided. Oh, Lord. Okay. Yeah, the Dino head on this thing is ridiculous. Okay, let's try it now. So hard to do this. Okay. And yeah, actually, yeah. My bad. It's not like I actually put it in wrong. Okay, there it is. There he is in tank mode. Very mean. Now, I have a few complaints about it. Basically, it's if it had blast effects like they've done with Cybertronians, the Transformers stuff they did, then yeah, that'd be kind of cool, you know. I know for a fact some third-party stuff has actually done that, added blast effects. We know they've done blast effect for the swords because the Dragon Sword has it. So, here we go. Right, now, here we go. Megazord mode. So, basically, you take those off. You take those off, put them to one side. And I will take these bits because you can't do anything with them. I've looked and I've looked. Basically, you could lose those. Good thing I plan to put everything into a box. Now, as in the show, you actually have to do that and then turn that to actually get them to work. Well, actually, wrong way. You do that. To turn it properly, you actually have to... It's been a... it's stuck. Oh, God. Yeah. Here we go. Oh. It's worked early. Okay, the camera's on, so that's why I'm having the difficulty. You worked earlier, you gimp. Okay, now why for some reason it doesn't want to transform. It did this before the camera was on. Okay. It's because the camera's on. Okay, the main thing you got to do, basically, is remove those, pop him off, put them to one side. The mammoth head you can use as a shield when you get that bloody arm, when you get the fifth round. Now, Okay. For some reason, this doesn't want to. Doesn't want to. For some reason, it just doesn't want to move. You're designed to do this. What is? Am I doing this wrong or something? Am I suddenly doing it wrong? No. Okay. For some reason, it's suddenly not wanting to. One moment while I sort this out, because something's gone wrong here. Right. Something went a little wrong there. I've sorted out. The arms got a little twisted when I was doing the things. Now, you turn them around. Now, as you notice, the fists are like that, so you just do that. For the right arm, same thing. For the right arm, turn around, fist. Now, you take the red tail, you break it off at this point. Now, you fold it down. There's a pit here. Now, I would like to point out that this thing is incredibly, incredibly tight. And it connects to this back port right here. And it is a pain to get off. But first, you put those down. Back into place. You don't fold that up. Before I do that, we'll put him on his feet. Yes, there are ratchets here. And oh my god, are they tight and noisy. You take Triceratops head, fold it through, up. You take the head, fold that up. You then take these, and if it's nice, behaves itself, they fold up. And they form there. And there he is. And there's Megazord on his feet. You fold these down. Right, we'll turn this around. And by the way, this thing has a tendency to wobble. I am not happy with this. This is not worth the money that they're asking for. Yeah, as I can tell. As you can see, I'm struggling here yet again because this thing is ridiculously tight. Now, as in the show, you pull that down. You fold the dinosaur head down. Goes in there. You put that back up, folds up, and you pull that round. Now, head-wise, I like it, but it doesn't really stay together. This is not worth £100. It's not. This is a £60 Megazord, in my opinion. Now, for the pterodactyl, to get the shield bit in, you fold in the head, you fold in the wings. Now, this does not connect very securely. It pops off and it is annoying. So, but you connect that there, and then you goes in there, and it's not very tight. And you can see the pterodactyl wings over the top, as well as the hands of the Triceratops. You push those down a bit and you get clear. And there is Megazord in robot, in his full battle mode. Now, you... Okay. Turn the arms there. And you turn these here, so he... turn that here. So you've got the shoulder joint. And as you can tell, look, this guy's leaning forward, okay? That is not my doing. These are not very good. This is not £100 worth it toy. This is not a collection thing of £100. This isn't even close to that. So, don't. If you want to get it just for the collection and you're not going to play with it, yeah. Now, as you can tell, this thing is... Oh, he's all over the place. Now, they are in right. Oh, God. Okay, he's in right. And there he is. Megazord. And he's leaning forward. I heard people complaining about him leaning forward. And... Okay. There he is. Standing upright. There he is. Now, to make the shield, you just basically turn the trunk around. You pull this all the way out. And he holds it. Now, very securely, I would like to point out. He does connect this through. There he goes. He does hold it in quite well. That is not going to fall out. Time to destroy the monsters. You call on the power sword, and it does fit in quite well. And there you have Megazord, who's leaning forward. There we go. Now the movement right, I am not going to do too much because trying to get this guy to stand up straight is ridiculous. The head does move up and down, does turn around a bit, but basically same head movement as you would get. Arms can do a full 360. They are on a soft ratchet, and as you can tell just from this angle, he is leaning forward. Jesus. Okay. He does look quite good if you don't play with him. Now there is see-through plastic or tainted plastic there for the shoulders, which form ends and so forth. So yeah, and as you can tell, this is... I spent over £100. He is not worth it. That's my true fact. Unless I haven't put this guy in right. I haven't. Yeah, it's in right. They're in right. So I do not know. He has very limited waist rotation. So yeah, he does have waist rotation, but I wouldn't recommend you use it because he falls over. This is... Oh, good Lord. I spent £100 on this. I don't believe this. Okay. He's lean. I don't believe this. He is leaning forward like no one's business. This is not worth £100. I'm going to say that right now. It's not worth 100. In fact, £60 would be more appropriate. There we are. Now, let's do some comparisons. We have Megazord. And yeah, you can tell a height difference. Not show accurate, but so forth. And yeah. There you go. I do have one comparison from another toy of Hasbro. And I've got two toys. I've got Snarl from the 87 line. That's leader class. I'm not going to transform him. But yeah. So basically he's a roughly leader size class. And I do have one more. Excuse me while I pause this video and go get him. And the other comparison I've got is the G1 reissue of Blaster. And as you can tell, a bit taller. I would say that this is about leader or commander class in terms of height as a Megazord. But here's the thing. I am so disappointed with this. I mean, you've seen in the video how much of a pain it is just to get this thing to stand upright. And I spent over 100 quid. Look, normally I would be, your decision, but the way things are financially in the world, I can see why a lot of people, and I'm talking other game channels and other, hang on, let's move him. Other gaming channels, other toy channels have complained about the Lightning collection of Megazord. They said they've had difficulty with the legs. He leans forward. He's not very well put together. And yeah, I'm agreeing with them. Would I recommend this to someone? No, I wouldn't. In fact, I would not recommend this guy to anyone. For 100 quid? No. Forget it. No way. Too much. If it was something you could buy in a shop, any sort of toy shop, or any catalogue or online shopping thing, for £65-70, I would then say yes, go buy it. But for what this thing's supposed to be, which is the updated, the new version, and I am a complete idiot. I've just realised I've forgotten to add something to the back. Let's get that. And that is the back cannons. They basically go in these holes. Now, you notice I'm struggling, okay? Because the tolerance, the holes are just too small. I'm not even going to try it. I'm going to try and show you the problem I have with the hands. Because I want to show you just how much of a pain in the ass this thing is. Now, you notice I'm struggling here because the holes this thing's going to fit into, you want them tight, but you don't want them too tight. And they are too tight. Now, the hands do rotate because they have to. They are on a ball joint, so you do get a bit of wiggly waggly. And I've pushed the sword down a bit too far. So you do get that. The legs, you can do the big, you can put them forward, do the big boot in the wrestling terms. You cannot move them back though. Right, now, okay, I'm going to remove the swords for this, because I want, here we go. Right, take the mammoth out. Let me just show you. To change the hands, you just pop them off. It's easy to get the mammoth shield off. Oh, there's no other place to put it when he's in Megazord, so it's either hold it or put it to one side. Now, the sprayed out hands. Now, I've taken some of the material from this out. Still is not enough. It is a pain. Now, here you go. Watch this, because this is supposed to be. God, Oh, okay, you saw that. That is what you're supposed to do. That is incredibly tough. And it's the left hand is ridiculously tight. And but getting it off is quite easy. It is way too tight. I've already taken some stuff, some excess. I've took a knife to it, scraped a bit out. Still incredibly tight. But basically, yeah. Put the hand back on. This is ridiculous. And what's worse, I've heard Hasbro are not willing to do anything with the Power Rangers franchise. Well, if this is what you're planning to do, I think the fans are going to be happy. Is it worth £100? No. No. Not like this. Its tolerances on all the joints. Now I'm going to demonstrate something here, but I'm going to do something first. And that is, this thing pops off incredibly easy. It's not very good at staying on. Okay. I'm going to remove this. Now I'm going to show you. They were barely in. They're too high. Tolerances. Watch this. Oh. Well, that came off a lot easier than it did last time. But you saw I struggled a bit. So let's pop the backpack off. Because what am I going to do next? Is demonstrate the ridiculous tolerance that it is for the legs. Now, spread them out. Here we go. Oh! Well, that was incredibly... Oh, everyone's in the... that's why I was having trouble. Wasn't even in right. Oh, Lord. Oh. Strangely enough, that one's actually came out nicely. Okay. The camera's on now, you behave. Okay. But as you saw, that was a bit of a struggle for me. Oh, that's why it was lopsided. Then, I owe him a bit of an apology about it being lopsided. It was actually because of me. Okay, excuse me while I pause this and sort this out. Sorry about the slight delay. A couple of things. While I was setting this up for the last bit of the video, I realised that it was my fault it wasn't level. I hadn't put its legs on right. That's my fault on that one. So, yeah, it is level. And it's not leaning forward now. So, yeah, it's my fault. However, that being said, it is not worth £100. 80 to £85, if that. The hands changing, getting the fists off, no problem. But, oh my god. While I was getting into this position, this popped off again. Not very good. It's not worth £100. No. No, not worth £100 whatsoever. I was planning to do a little skip with it, but given this thing's caused me so much trouble, I'm not going to do that. I hate to say, but this is not worth £100. Not even close. I'm really, really disappointed in this. It is not what I expected. I am now believing a lot of the toy channels and a lot of the Power Ranger channels that have talked about the Lightning Collection Megazords have not been that good. Yes, I now agree with them. The Megazord, not very good. Now, the next video will be of the Dragonzord and the Mega and Dragonzord battle mode, or in warrior mode as it was also called. That will be the next video. Like, share, subscribe, comment. OG toy is the better. OG Megazord, if you in the comments, and I will heart every one of those. Thank you so much for me ranting on this. This has been a letdown. I bought this at my local game in the Redditch Kingfisher shopping centre. Now, on that, there was supposed to have been a riot there. There was not a riot, so I've got another video up on that. Good. So, like, share, subscribe. This will be, there will be a playlist for this. I hope you enjoy it. The next one is Dragonzord and Dragonzord Battle Mode, or in Warrior Mode, as it was called, and I will see you soon. George, out.